Hi all YouTubers, welcome to Freakin' Jeep. My name is Tiny and this is the Monkey. Today we're going to work on something a little different. Don't really have anything to do on the Jeeps this week, so went and bought new shocks for the Batmobile. Batmobile is a 2000 Firebird. It's got 205,000 miles on it. Apparently it's got the original shocks on. And if you know anything about shocks, you know that they tend to wear out over time, and you get this little wallow kind of floaty feel. Chances are your shocks are on their way out, or they are bad or blown out, whatever the reason. Good idea to change them. So that's what I've got. Mine just kind of floats, doesn't sit well in the corners when you hit a bump. So we're going to put new shocks on. So why don't you join me? Here we go. First of all, we're starting in the back. In order to get to the top of the rear shocks, I got to pull all the side panels off in the back, and the rug or the carpeting has to get pulled back. So a couple of screws and we'll get that peeled back so we can get the top nuts off the shocks in the back. Here we go. I had to take all the panels out on around the back seat so I can get the carpeting pulled back, so we can get in there, find them top nuts. As you can see, pull this little foam pocket out. It fills a little pocket here. There's the nut for the top of the shock. Looks like it might be a 15 mil or a 14 mil. We'll get the socket and get that yanked out. Now the other side. And that's that. Now we can lift the car up, get the bottom side, pull the shocks off on the bottom, out the bottom. Yep, now we got the car in the air. We're going to work on the bottom here. The top ones end up being a 15 millimeter, and these bottom ones are 21. So here we go. All right, we got the old shock off. Doesn't feel too bad actually, considering, but I think it's more the front than the rear anyway. But we're going with something a little heavier. If you look, there's two different sizes here. You can see the top one is quite a bit thinner than the other one. Just got less dampening ability. So we're going with a bigger, a little heavier duty one, something that's going to hold up a little better. So let's put the new one in, shall we? New shocks come with new hardware, of course. The hardware is a little bit different, so you might want to look at the instructions for yours, how they go together. Mine have got these funny looking bolts. You can see it's a shoulder bolt, round head on it. I just got to grease them up, shove it in there, and it will stick it up in the hole. Make sure, don't forget to put the hardware on top. Might be kind of hard to get your hands up in there. It's a small hole. Let's put it up in the hole. Let's work smarter, not harder. And that's one bottom side of one shock installed. Now let's do the other one. Here we go. Nice and tight, ready to go up to Here we go, it's nice and tight. We'll get the stuff moved out of the way so we can go up top side and put the top back together. Here we go. Nice and tight, ready to go for, go up to, here we go, it's nice and tight. We'll get the stuff moved out of the way so we can go up top side and put the top back together. Here we go. Nice and tight, ready to go for, go up to, here we go, it's nice and tight. We'll get the stuff moved out of the way so we can go up top side and put the top back together. Here we are back on the top side. Top bushing, washer, new nut. Just run them down till you got some squish on the bushing. The bushing should be about half the height of what it originally was. Used 14 because new ones, of course, manufacturers use different size bolts, so, and nuts. But that's one side done. We'll finish up on the other side and we'll move up to the front. I'll see you up there.